I'm Christabel. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm in Mlolongo area, Kenya's Machakos County, and behind me is the famous African Heritage House. So what is it about this house that captures most people's hearts? Come with me and let's take a walk through the most photographed house in Africa. Travelers from all over the world come here to have a view of decades of creativity and art beautifully displayed all through the house. And all this is thanks to one man's enthusiasm and love of art. Let's go and meet my host for today, Alan Donovan.
Well, I've always loved African culture. My first scrapbook was on Africa. I drove across the Sahara Desert back to Nigeria, and I drove across the Congo here. And I arrived here in 1970, and I wanted to see a part of Africa that was not so colonized as Nairobi. So I went up to the northern frontier. I got a permit to go because it was very dangerous, and I stayed there for 3 months. I was so enchanted by how people in the north of Kenya used everything in their harsh desert environment to make their apparel, their wonderful adornment, their weapons, artifacts. And I decided to sell my bus and make a collection of everything that they made. That's when I learned to make jewelry, and I brought all my things from Nigeria and Ghana, Mali, put them together with the Turkana and things from the northern part of Kenya. So eventually I met Marumbi, and he asked me to set up a center in Nairobi, a Pan-African center where people could come to see the creativity of the whole African continent. So that's how African Heritage was formed. When traveling through Africa, I went to 20 countries every year buying things for African Heritage, meeting artists, arranging shows, things like that. So I started collecting ideas for a house because I saw this wonderful pre-colonial architecture, mostly made of mud. The mosques in Mali, the largest structures made of mud in the world, and the emir's palaces in Nigeria. So many wonderful structures and architecture. And so I came back to Kenya and started thinking about building a house based on the pre-colonial architecture of Kenya, including the Swahili architecture along the coast of East Africa. That's how the house came about. The house is only 25 years old, but it's based on architectures that are thousands of years old. Part of the African Heritage experience, you can come just 15 minutes from the airport and enjoy seeing the Nairobi National Park, having Pan-African dinners based on African recipes from all parts of Africa. You can orient yourself to African culture by wandering through the house, looking at all the books, seeing the artifacts, looking at the jewelry. So you get the total African heritage experience here, which you can't find in any hotel or any place else in Kenya.
Wow, I have most certainly enjoyed this tour. From the verandas offering spectacular views of the park, the diverse and unique African art and legacy, African heritage is definitely a showpiece of African culture and a must visit for every discerning and high-speed world traveler. Thank you for watching. If you love travel, subscribe to my channel and let's keep journeying together through the different sights and sounds.